This is a bang average love poem about falling in love with someone that stood in front of you in a queue. I fall in love on average 38 times a day. That is 1.583 recurring times per hour, 0.0264 times per minute, and 0.000439 times per second. If you've never fallen in love with 0.004839% of a person, you've never lived. About a quarter of an eyebrow. This is a bang average love poem. When I saw you queuing for cigs, I thought that you might be it. That feeling when you hit your head but don't quite slip into a coma. Oh, you were the sensation of a heart attack in bed, but with the world's best cardiologist lying just to your left. The sort that made me question if I was just hallucinating and then discovering that I was and ending up on medication. You might have been the one to make me stop listening to Joy Division because I kept crying to Ian Curtis, but not for any of the right reasons. You could quite easily have been my paintball to the throat that we all pray we might meet one day. And when I splutter and start to choke, you explain you hit me by mistake, so we go on 2 dates, then get our separate ways. You could have been the thing to make me think that I'd gone septic. It's when we'd hug, you'd squeeze me, and I'd go weepy. It's romantic. But even when I wasn't near you, you'd be like septicemia, always in my blood, causing nausea and vomiting. You'd ask me why I'm always sick, and I'd say I'm just romantic, but you'd make me see a doctor anyway. You'd say that I had a really, really bad case of sepsis, and was in really bad need of treating. But it wouldn't matter though, it'd still be my love for you that did it. You almost had a perfectly shaped backside of a head, and your scent was something really close to being my favourite smell, which is probably just as well, because if you were covered in petrol, or sparks that were really from your cigarettes would have set us all to hell. Looking at your almost perfect face made me feel that sort of great, like being stood at the cancer ward of someone you really hate. But then that's fine, that's really bad. But then you turned to face me and said, "Can you get out the fucking way?"
Right, this is called You're a Terrible Dancer. This poem was featured on Made in Liverpool TV, so I've been on TV, which means I'm better than you by the laws of capitalism. Yeah, that's the level we're working at. Right, this is called You're a Terrible Dancer. Movement should be graceful. You should be Swan Lake-like, not nutcrack, and you should be light in your Nikes, not just going like that. You're like an epileptic squirrel, caught in the throes of a blender on the 43rd day of a Ritalin bender. I doubt I need to say much more about that most odd stance, almost prance, scarcely balanced. It's a definite experience to witness you at the height of your scariest, or my Texas Chainsaw Ballroom masochist. Seeing you dance feels like freshly shaved genitals slapped with Tabasco, moving that mass so fast. Well, it might sound poetic, but the fact of the matter is that you are just a terrible dancer. You're still on the floor when I'm all but floored. It's an oculosaurus seeping poor, the sight of you on that dance floor. You're a nugget of pain, a large drink of disdain, but it's an unhappy meal, so there's not even a free toy to gain. You are like a gazelle with a lance jammed through its anterior cortex to put you in context, doing that dance I call the inferior vortex. When it comes to being bad, you are ambidextrous, but then somehow subtle gyrations of your solar plexus procured you drinks from a woman named Alexis, and in my head I thought, God help us, because now it appears we're stealing drinks from the cyclists, and I'm fairly certain that's a hate crime, but I can't be sure of it, so don't peg me to it. The nightclub is closing and my number is smudging under the cringing sweat on the back of your hand. I'm loving it, the interpreted dance, it really sounds, yeah. The nightclub is closing and my number is smudging under the cringing sweat on the back of your hand, and I'm indebted to your wetted extensions. Let me get out from your steadfast protrusions of prison composed supposed illusions. I've taken a square to the eye and a triangle to the chippy, because you don't throw shapes, baby, you throw shurikens. Oh, watching your dance moves feels like accidentally sexting your mum when you're drunk because you didn't read the screen right. I just want to unsee what's already been done, but it sticks like old chewing gum and tastes like it too. If your dance moves were a film genre, they'd be a rom-com, specifically one with Hugh Grant banging on and 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 on. Because I want to put one in my skull just to see it all stop. That move that you call blowing up the tyre leaves less to be desired than sex when you're tired, and if Pinocchio said you look great, he'd take out your eye. Your only slightly rhythmic palaver is so shockingly unsexy, it puts condom machines out of order at 30 paces, and when your jam comes on made of fresh pressed chuck berries, I run for the fences, because you are just a terrible dancer. Thank you. Thank you very much, that was really helpful. Right, did you have the wrong side on?